As housing costs go up across the country, America's homeless population is around 600,000 people. Alexa Liacco traveled to a major city, giving its homeless population hotel rooms that come with much more than just a roof over their heads.
Every day by 7:30.
Kimberly Cannell is used to routine. It's a routine she learned out of necessity while sleeping in a homeless shelter each night and spending her days on the streets.
Leave the building at 7:30 in the morning and don't come back till 4. Had a tent on my back, I had 2 dogs.
Addiction kept her from a stable life.
I was drinking. Those days were dark, you know? And that's what, and it ended up putting me in a full-blown depression.
Her depression so deep, she saw no future of happiness.
When you're drinking or you're under the influence, it doesn't seem to, everything just seemed dark. Everything just seemed, like my life was just unlivable, you know?
But there was a wake-up call from an unexpected place.
The dogs made me do the right thing. They gave me a point, to live. It was like getting up every day because I have to take care of them.
So she checked into a rehabilitation program.
And I was there for 51 days. But when I got out, there was no place to go.
Terrified of going back to the life she knew, Kim got help from the Columbus House emergency shelter.
And they just treated me like I wasn't, garbage.
But once COVID hit, the shelter became just as threatening as the streets.
So one room would hold like 10 people. It was very touchy, a little touchy along the way there in the beginning, because you're so scared.
But we quickly realized, despite all the changes we were making inside, we still needed to address the congregate living issue.
The solution? Move everyone relying on the shelter into local hotels.
So they're able to build upon their independent living skills while they're here. We're teaching them community.
What started as an effort to stop COVID-19 is now starting to look like a natural transition from homelessness to independence.
I hope that this hotel experience can go on a little longer, because it's the first step of a person really understanding what it takes to move out and be independent on their own.
But not everyone is on board for keeping this new model.
A lot of people do have the not in my neighborhood, or we do have a lot of landlords that don't want to rent to our population. So affordable housing is always a challenge for the individuals that we serve. I would simply say, if not there, then we're.
The struggle for affordable housing impacting more than 500,000 Americans who are homeless.
We have individuals here who used to be professors. You just never know when life will happen and you'll need a little more assistance.
For Kim, having a room she doesn't need to leave every morning is helping her focus on what's next instead of on surviving the day.
I have applied for, it's got to be around 40 to 50 jobs. That's what it means to me. It means, privacy. It's giving me hope in life, that I am going to get this job. I am going to get this apartment, and I am optimistic as all can be.
A permanent home and a permanent job. The end goals Melinda Mallory and her team are trying to help all their clients reach in a time when both are tougher to find.
Once an individual has housing, all the other things will fall into place.
And Kim is seeing things begin to fall into place. A process that all started the day she checked in for a second chance.
So I'm looking forward to, moving ahead. I think it's my time.
For The Race, I'm Alexa Liacco.
Thank you for joining us for our conversation about affording America. Join us next week as we take a look at issues impacting older Americans, many of them being magnified by this pandemic. Until then, on the west side of Chicago, I'm Chris Stewart, and this is The Race.